So welcome to our monthly video where we talk to you about some of the dates that are coming up in July that you might want to talk about in your social media. Doing something a little bit different today. We're just going to talk about 3 of the dates. The rest of the dates you can find in our blog, on our website. But we just thought it would be more useful to talk about some specific dates that you might be able to do something in your social media and how you can use them in your social media. I'm also holding my microphone like the kids do because I'm hip and down with the kids. Unlike Kate,
just the fact that you've said hip and down probably means that you aren't.
So the first date we were going to talk to you about was Independence Day. So Independence Day in America is the 4th of July. But in the UK, it has been adopted as a day to celebrate independent retailers within the UK. And independent retailers are really important to us. They offer us something a little bit different, but it's really, really, really hard for them out there. Obviously, the 4th of July also falls on the general election this year, so it's going to be a very, very noisy day. What the team behind Independence Day tend to do is because it's a Thursday and the majority of people, if they're going out shopping, will tend to shop at the weekend, they normally roll it over, and so it's like a weekend event on the Saturday and Sunday, which is the 6th and 7th this year. Is it the 6th and 7th?
It is, yeah.
Yes. And so it's a real opportunity to maybe highlight a business, an independent business that you work with, or somebody that you shop with. We've had in Binley Woods over the last 4 weeks, we've had 2 new shops open around the corner. One's called Rosemary and Thyme, which is a little farm shop that's opened up in the old butchers, which is amazing and just offering some really, really great different things. And then we've also had a new Indian takeaway open, which is also amazing. So I might give a shout out to those businesses. If I was thinking maybe on a business front, so good old Dawn at Go Print. She's a business that we use, an independent business that we use for some of our printed merchandise. She's based in Nuneaton. She's also Chris's cousin's wife. So again, on a business level, I might want to shout about her and the business that she provides to us and help to promote. And those shout outs to those smaller businesses really, really, really help them. So what could you do to shout about a local business?
So the next one we're going to talk about is a fun one. So 17th of July is World Emoji Day, and I think it's a really good one for a conversation starter. So I think there's loads of things you could do around maybe what are your last 3 favourite emojis that you've used.
Mine have always got the laughing one, but I tend to like the laughing, the crying one and then to that side. I don't know, I feel like that makes me a little bit more funky because I've gone to the side rather than just normal like.
Oh no, you said hip and funky all in one video.
It's going downhill quickly.
It is. So I just think they're a really good opportunity. So I just said to Emma, there's no puffin emoji. I need a puffin emoji in my life. So maybe you could do questions around like what emojis do you think are missing, or emojis that would explain your business. Also love an emoji quiz. You know, where there's like the things where you've kind of got to
like
guess.
The nursery. I've done a baby shower, the nursery rhyme one of like trying to work those out.
So that's how we would probably position that for a client in their social media. So we'd use it as an opportunity for something fun, and it's an engagement piece as well. So it gives the audience opportunity to interact with something, and that's obviously good because it means that the algorithm sees that interaction and then future posts potentially get more reach, and that's what we're all hoping for.
Or, so something really fun would be picking one of the random emojis and asking people what it is and asking them to describe it and say what it is. So, because I think there's a couple, I can't remember which one it is now, but there's something that we often use for one purpose. Like it might be the crying one.
Yeah,
that we
I
think's
think there's a
laughing, but it
confusion.
isn't supposed to be laughing. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be crying or something like that. So again, I think you could have quite a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, so definitely one to kind of highlight and maybe think about how you could use that in your social media. So that's the 17th of July for World Emoji Day.
And then last of all, the Olympic Games in Paris start on the 26th of July, which is obviously very exciting for us in the trampoline world. My daughter's trampoline, and so Bryony Page, who we know, has got her place to go to the Olympics, which is really great, and I think that was announced yesterday. So that's exciting.
So I think there's loads of things you could do with the Olympics. Obviously, it only comes around once every 4 years, so it is an opportunity not to be missed. So it could be like, I find I just get sucked into the Olympics. It doesn't matter what it is, I end up watching it. It could be, I don't know, bowls or something like that, and I end up watching and just following what GB are doing. So I think there's a whole team spirit element that you could go down. But we've been doing some work on another project and hadn't quite realised that there's quite a lot of values that sit behind the Olympics. So values are excellence, respect and friendship. So you could also use it as an opportunity to talk about what the values are in your business. So it doesn't have to necessarily be sport related. It could just be something that's got a close kind of theme that matches the Olympics. And I'm sure there's lots of opportunity to use some humour, or even like we listened to Dame Kelly Holmes speak recently, and just listening to her journey and all of the setbacks and failures that she faced. And if you're a business owner, you'll have faced many of those. And so I think it's a good opportunity to kind of share those things. There's so many angles that you could use the Olympics for. Just try and be creative and have a little think about what that'll be. And you'll find me watching anything Olympic related, following Team GB and seeing how well we do.
And if you're looking for a little bit of inspiration, I would liken it a little bit to Taylor Swift coming to the UK. At the moment, there's some great things out there that businesses have done alongside the Taylor Swift. Liverpool's called itself Taylor Town for the weekend, and doing like tours where you can, like guides where you can go and find things that are Taylor related. Gymshark had done some amazing outfits that were Taylor Swift related and things
It's
like
those
that.
once in a, like, they don't come round very often. How are you going to use them and be creative with them?
But you could probably use some of those ideas for the Olympics as well. So that's it from us for today, for July. As we always say, come along and join our Facebook group. You can ask questions in there, get any advice. We post lots of hints and tips and things like that in there. And we're always here and ready to help.